I've been holding the mic backwards this whole time. I want to talk about something very endearing.
Weren't you talking about how you did not like affirmative action?
Affirmative
before
action.
This, oh, you don't want to talk about it?
Harvey Weinstein is innocent. I think the worst one was Roman Polanski.
Roman Polanski.
I don't know what he did, but I heard he did a lot of bad stuff.
Oh my god.
He did some stuff. Hey, did you guys know there's a study that shows rats can learn how to drive and actually find it relaxing?
Uber's here.
Yeah.
Beep, beep,
Who is that motherfucker in the car?
Wait, I want to give a moment of silence for my boy.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence for also.
I get a little like choked up
Oh yeah, same.
when I
Talk about it.
give me a second. Don't look at me because it makes it worse. Just yesterday, one of my little homies passed away.
Our little homie.
And I'm sorry, that's not the point of this.
Yeah, it's not. You're right. Shut up. I'm shutting up.
Through what I believe were complications from a surgery he had. It's just a dog, but
It's not just a dog.
It's like most people will be like, it's just a dog. People who don't know will be like, it's just a dog. Like, but a little homie also passed away.
Rest in peace. Also, shout out to Also. Your soul's in a better place, my boy.
The big dog.
Te
Rest
quiero
in
mucho,
power,
güey.
brother.
The big yard in the sky. The me when I go to heaven. Hey, look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
All right, moment of silence. 5 seconds.
Let's do it 5 seconds. Nah.
Ding, 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 ding. Rest in peace, Also.
It's my
We love
boy.
you. I do love Also a lot. He was a cool ass dog. If people don't know, people are gonna be sad regardless. Whoever's hearing this, sad dogs dying is sad.
Yeah. Well, actually,
That shit was sad, bro.
if
I
you-
miss Also.
if you listen
already.
to you can hear him barking.
Yeah, you can hear
You
him.
can hear him barking in Secret Sesh if you listen to it. He's trying
Oh,
to. I think that's one of the best things I loved about him. That he was a defensive dog. So if he's seen anyone arguing, he'd bark until they'd stop.
That was a new
True.
trait too.
Yeah.
He just started doing that.
That was the best thing. I loved it.
damn, that sucks, man.
It's a real dude.
But
You guys have any first dog memories?
my first dog, Fufa. No,
That was his actual
well,
name.
her name was Fluffy, but since I was like a kid,
Uh,
I couldn't fucking pronounce it. Like, Fufa.
Your
And,
mom looking at you, fucking dumbass.
My like latest memory of her is like they were putting her in the back of the truck. I'm like, where's she going? They're like, oh, she's going here. And then I never saw her again. I'm loud enough. I'm probably holding it backwards anyways. Gilbert?
Had a lot of dogs, but I remember one time we had a dog named Pee Wee.
Pee Wee.
Ruben threw it in the air, broke its leg. That's it.
That's it. Oh my, so straightforward. What about you, Nelson?
Oh man, I had a lot of dogs too. Right now, I love my dog lady. She's old. Called her the Great Houdini because she used to jump like 6'2" gates and shit. And she's a little ass dog.
God.
And she would get away, but I always come back home. But one dog I am remembering right now, his name was we called him, what was his name? Scooby, some shit like that. Cool little dog. He was a Cocker Spaniel. And we'll never forget this dog because we liked him a lot. He was cool and everything. But our neighbor used to be some guy who had 2 big ass German Shepherds. And so this our dog right here, like he was like neighbors with them, so they ended up being real cool.
Oh, okay.
And these dogs, like all
Cars
3
look
of them,
scared.
they would like huddle up together next to each other by the gate, and we'd be like, "Oh, that's cute, right?" So like literally, like a week later, our neighbor moves, and we're like, "Where the fuck is our dog at?" You know, like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Like, where is he? And like someone's like, "Hey, dude, we heard about your dog, and I think I know where it went." And he's like, "It was that little brown golden dog?" He's like, "Yeah." That fool jumped in the truck with your neighbor, and they left. He was always with those German Shepherds, and then and right before he left with those dogs, I swear to God, dude, in the alley, there was like a dead dog, and all 3 of your dogs jumped. The 3 dogs jumped that dog. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, dude, I guess that was a cholo. Like, he had a little bit of thug with the other two German
Alright,
shepherds.
that was that bad of a story. I thought like the German Shepherd's gonna eat you.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah. That's what I was expecting.
That's what ended up being homies with them and running that thug life. Like, fuck it.
Like two big ass German
Yeah.
shepherds and a tiny ass
He
cocker
was just running with the
spaniel.
big dogs. It was like, this motherfucker.
I think my coolest dog was probably Mike also. He was like
Big also.
He was big as fuck. He was like.
That had to be one of the smartest dogs you've ever owned.
There's a picture of him laying down with my grandpa. And, like he's as tall as my grandpa.
Yeah, he was huge. He was able to like when if you guys go to Carlos's house, his gate was actually able to close before. He was so smart enough to be able to lift the lock in order to open the door.
God
Like,
damn, it's a big dog.
He was a smart ass dog.
He like tired.
That I think I only ever had one dog. It was a blue pit.
I didn't even finish.
Oh, I thought you were done. Oh, you got
You
quiet.
were done.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Carlos. Here we go. I'm starting again. I'm sorry, Carlos.
You
Continue.
started my thought and ended it for me.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were
Continue.
done. Motherfucker, you finished for me.
I'm sorry, Carlos. Continue.
Well, I don't even know what to say about him anymore.
He was as long as your grandpa.
That's it. And then you said everything pretty much.
I said one
so
thing.
I guess I am done.
I said one thing.
He was
I
smart as
remember,
hell. And then I think Brownie was the same. I like a little pug. Yeah, you remember Brownie? He used to go skating with us.
He looked like Chewbacca.
He's
Dude was so hairy.
He's a little cutie. He was the same as also. He knew how to like get
Maneuver.
out of everywhere and. Go ahead.
No, good. No,
No, go
no,
ahead.
no.
I was actually done this time.
I think the fondest memory. As I kind of raised my hand. I went like that. No.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm done.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Go ahead.
Make
See
me
what I
think.
do to your fucking fingers. Go ahead.
Nah, I think the best memory of Brownie that I ever had was ninth grade orientation. This dude followed us all the way to a middle school that we had to go for orientation. So we're walking. I tell Carlos, I was like, "Hey, dude," I was like, "We're about to get to the school. Like, I don't think they're gonna let the dog in." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. I got a plan." One block before the school, Carlos just grabs him and throws him into a house, like a random ass house. And I was like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "Why'd you do that?" He's like, "Don't worry, he'll get home before us." And then we're walking, we get to the corner of our block, and then he's just right there, just staring at us. And I was like, "Wow, he really did make it home." Like he took a lot of car hits too. That dude was strong. That little dude was strong.
Mine also took a part of it too. Like broken leg and everything, and he ran.
You're talking to no
I
one.
know, but you can hear me like in the background. So my also took a pretty bad hit. He got hit like at 2 a.m, and like they found him because they followed his blood trail.
Damn.
So like all the way from my house over here to like by Will Rogers.
Really? Oh fuck.
And they followed his blood, and then like my grandpa was like,
Get your dumb ass in the
"Come
car.
on." And then they took him to the vet. He spent like $3,000 on his leg, and my grandma was like, "For that fucking dog," and my grandpa was like, "Shut up." And like, dude, they treated him so like this is front paw. So it's like they would take turns. My grandpa would be on the couch and the dog would be on the couch, and he put a pillow under his broken leg. And then when Scrappy would be on the couch, he'd put a pillow
On his leg.
and I'd just be there like.
Fucking dogs,
where were
man.
you guys when I broke my leg?
No, the craziest shit he's done one time, like we had to tie him up because he was like fighting dogs, like jumping
Left and
into
right.
houses,
Left
and
and
fighting
right.
dogs into houses. He would jump the fence into
Into
a
the
house and
house.
fight the
What-
fucking dog.
What was he?
He was like a shepherd
A
mix.
shepherd.
Yeah.
Shepherds.
That
What
dude
do
is
you- What do you
huge.
call that? Terriers?
I don't
Nah,
know.
mix
terriers
like
are
that?
I don't
smaller.
know.
Terriers are like little
Little small ones.
small
He
dogs.
was a mutt.
What was what?
He was like he looked like also like.
Oh, so he probably had like a pit bull mix,
Yeah.
but
maybe,
he
or
was like
mastiff
way bigger
mix.
than this also.
Oh, definitely.
Mastiff,
And
maybe.
like,
Kind of like a no. I wouldn't say Great Dane.
nah,
Like he
wasn't
didn't
a
look
Great
like a
Dane.
Great Dane, but I'm talking about like size wise.
he had a mastiff.
Nah,
probably.
he was like,
A little smaller.
because Great Danes are big. I say
Yeah.
half a Great Dane.
Uh huh.
Because
Definitely.
then half of him is what also was.
Yeah.
But he one time my uncle went to the store, like to the liquor, and this fool was tied up, and he fucking jumps the fucking fence, so he's just hanging there, like choking.
Jesus.
Like he's like suffocating, and my uncle comes back. He's like, "What the hell?" He looks. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he runs and he throws the dog over. And he's like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Wow.
I could just
He was
imagine
gone
your
for, like-
dog just like
That happened to
swinging.
me as well. I remember middle school. I got home from school. I don't know what. We had my dog Lady, who she's like 16 now, but when she was like
Damn.
younger, she was like, so we call it Houdini. So she would have we had her like with those long ropes
chains.
because she kept jumping from our gate, and we had to fix it. So while we're fixing it, we have her tied up for the moment. And I'm coming back home from school, and I think my cousin's like, "Dude, Nelson, your dog, check the alley." I was like, "What?" I run over there. So my gate's pretty big, and she jumped over it. I don't know how, and then you just see her, we were like walking back to the alley. She's just hanging, but like she was so calm too, like. It's like this is my death, you know. Like,
Yeah, like
and
this
then
is
she
like
was just
dogs
like-
think, yeah, like shit, like I done fucked
and then
up.
they just have their arms up, and their
They're all
legs
dead.
up,
They're dead.
and that's all they see, and they're just looking at you like, and they do those little noises like, I'm like, oh, little fat fucks.
That's what my also was doing. He was like, he's doing that thing where he's like, there you go.
Like he knew he fucked up. He was like,
He was like, dude, just don't stand there. You got yourself in there, stupid. Fuck, dude, that dog was.
Fucking dogs are hilarious, dude.
I fucking love that dog. And we had to put him down because he jumped into a neighbor's house and
fucking.
bit a chihuahua in half, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
He was
He really
fucking
did.
strong.
That was a
dude.
strong ass dog,
Like, what is he
goddamn.
doing?
Dude, I'm telling you, like the thing about that also too is like when you know how most dogs jump on you, like this dude would knock you over. Like if you weren't paying attention, he would jump on you. He'd do the whole like.
Like, it's not funny that he bit that dog in half, but
It's just.
it's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's
the way
crazy
of,
that he was able to do
Because
it.
he would jump in the houses and fight dogs.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. That's not your territory, bro.
Like, bro, you're not supposed to do.
Like, you don't
He
win.
ran that shit, bro. That's why he was like, "This is my house."
It's the way of life. I remember I was watching the History Channel, and they said like it was like if humans have died for say 1,000 years, and everything else still alive and evolving. Basically, the only survivors would be like pit bulls, German shepherds, husky, like anything within those families of big dogs.
Big
Because
ass dogs.
as soon as like the food's running out, the big dogs would eat the little dogs. Cats would turn into like feral wild cats, and they'd be like surviving. And it's just like, well, that's nature, man. That's what they do. Some dogs just have that in them. They're just. And for people hearing this, I work in animal control.
I know.
And
exactly what you're talking about.
I had meetings and stuff like that about animals, and there are some dogs that they said that just are born with
Predator instinct.
like that, and they have like humans. There's some dogs that are born with loose screws, you
Mm.
know, so they end up being
More aggressive.
more
type stuff.
aggressive, more.
That's kind of how my dog was also.
Like-
He was like a little like.
He had his days. He had
I
days.
think the funniest shit he would do, he would lay in the middle of the road, and like cars would be like beep beep. He'd just be like, beep, beep.
Yep.
And then I'd have to go and be like, what do you get inside?
Like, dude.
I fucking love that dog. Him and Brownie.
Brownie was a little shit. He would chase anybody on a bike.
Brownie would chase anybody on the bike. He would bite wheels. And one time he bit it, and he was like,
They realized like, oh, this is not something.
and then he stopped. He never did it again.
He learned his
One
lesson.
time, I was chasing him like around the block. I was like, hi. I was like, get back here. And he crosses the street and a car hits him. And I'm like, ah! And the lady who's driving the car, she goes, ah! And we look at each other. We're like, what do we do? And he just runs inside the house. I'm like, he's fine. And I ran across the
Yeah.
street.
I think one of you got something to say, Gilbert? I think one of the best memories of Brownie is that he used to love to roll in dirt. And then so I remember Carlos had just finished like washing him, and he's just like, yeah, like it took like an hour because this little shit just moves around. And then the instant he opens the door, you just see that food take off, and he goes, oh no, just rubbing himself in the dirt. And Carlos goes, motherfucker, dude. He's like, oh man, he's like, fuck it, I'm not washing him anymore.
A lot of dogs do that shit. Like my dog does that shit because I remember being like, why the fuck they do this? Like, they're idiots. Like, I've just showered you. But then it ends up being because it's like predator instinct for them. They want to smell like their territory. So if they're hunting, they don't want people like, what the fuck is that dove? And then that's human. I'm out of here.
Who's a bitch over here?
I remember a lady got hit twice too. No, twice and almost hit. So she got hit one time. I wasn't there. I forgot what happened. I guess somebody hit her. The other time she almost got hit. I wasn't there either, but my brother told me that a big truck was running by, and she laid down, and the truck just went right over.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
She was smart. And then the next time I was there, some guy was driving, and I was like, "Lady, get inside." And back in the day, like she was crazy, man. She just run and run and run, and until she got tired and come home. But the only reason I don't like laying her out because cars.
Yeah.
So this time, she's running around. Somebody was walking her kid home from school. She saw the person, so she went to the street. Oh. And the car was coming. Luckily, the car kind of stopped, but he hit her.
Tapped her.
She did a roll. And I was like, oh, like I screamed, like, fuck, like my dog's dead. And then you just see her, same thing. She just runs into the house with her tail tucked behind her back, and then she like jumped on my bed and just laid there like all scared. I was like, "Oh, you little fucker!"
That
you see?
fucking sucks.
Some dogs can just take it.
Yeah, she's a survivor, man. Now she's like 16 years old. Got lost recently.
Some dogs are like trucks.
Yeah, just fucking get hit. Dog I have right now is weird because I spend a lot of time at Kim's house, so I guess her dog's scent rubs off on me. So every time I get home, my dog just comes up to me and starts sniffing my leg, and he's like,
like he knows.
He does that with his lips against my pants. Yeah, and then he'll come into my room, hop on my bed, and then he'll roll on his back, and I'll be like, "Hey, you got a boner? Get out!" And he does it like every fucking day. He has a boner. I'm tired of it.
He wants to make love to you, Gilbert.
He wants a female dog.
He does. He wants Kim's dog.
He wants a bitch. That's the actual thing.
I've only ever had one dog. It was I had like a blue pit, but this little dude was a little shit. I got in trouble because he ate all my socks. Like he bit up all my new socks and all that, and I got in trouble because those were like school socks. Because I had gotten him like right towards the end of summer. And then the shit that sucked is like when school started, we had to keep him in the garage because since he was a puppy, we didn't really. And this wasn't at my dad's house; it was in my old house. We had to keep him in our garage because like since he's so tiny, we had like the gates that had like, like it was a gate but that had gaps in it, so like little dogs can pass through so easily. So we had to keep him in the garage. So every morning I had to go like scoop up his shit. So my mom woke me up. She goes, "Go check on the dog," and I was like, "All right." So I walk into the garage. Oh my god! I don't know what this dude ate. But it was like straight puddle.
No.
And he sat next to it, and I bullshit you not, this shit was like the size of a bowl. And he sat next to it so proud. I was looking at it, I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to pick that up? Like, it's not even poop. Like, this shit looks like he threw that up.
Yeah, you cleaned that motherfucker.
Yeah, basically, yeah, because he was like standing right next to it, like all happy. He's like, yeah, like, I did this.
Man, dogs are cool, man.
But he was a cool dog. He was a cool dog.
Some weenies.
That's how I used to get them back home. Like after
a little slice of bologna.
After they would run away, then, and you like show them the bologna,
bologna, weenie,
and then you throw it to the backyard, and then you close the door.
Yeah,
you got her ass.
Fucking,
she's home now.
Had not a pit bull, a bulldog.
Oh, Penny.
Yeah, Penny got fucking sick one time, and she just like threw up. And I was like, what is that? She have spaghetti? She fucking threw up a pile of worms.
Oh!
And I went up to it and I was like, I don't remember having spaghetti. Where my parents feed. And I look close and I see it's worms and I was like, And then she starts trying to eat it, and I'm like, Penny, no, get away.
While you're still trying to throw it, you're like, no.
Yeah, but it was so fucking gross. I was like, Penny, get back. And then I was like, Mom, she's eating her worms.
I love that dog. I remember going to your house every day, like when we would go, and then you just hear Ruben, Betty, fat ass. Like, you see, she's not even listening to me. And she would just lay there. Well, that's why I love that dog.
Yeah.
You're so big.
Yeah, rest in peace, Penny.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, her. Rest in peace, my homie, also.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Carl's
also.
already in teary eye again.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I was at work and I teared up hearing about
Yeah.
my friend's dog passing.
I
Yeah.
It
teared
was a
up
good
too.
dog. I remember we used to go. So Dante would have this van, and in high school we'd go everywhere with that van,
Yeah.
and he'd always take his dog, and that's where everybody got to know that dog. Also, he would like run around, chill.
He always took shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun. He'd run in the front, sit down right next to you. He'd always let me hug him and hold him and carry him, and he'd just like smile and shit. It was a cool dog, cool little chill.
Like I
German
posted.
Shepherd mix.
Yeah, like I posted a picture of him, like my favorite picture that I had of him, and it was we put a baby seat and he sat in it like so perfect, and he sat there and it was like the funniest thing ever because like everybody just kept panning back to like check on him, and it was just him like all happy in that chair. But yeah, like he was cool. We would go skating. He would go with us. We'd go to like the riverbank, riverbed. Like everywhere we would go, he would go. So like, he was a cool dog.
Yeah,
He knew how to shake your paw.
almost like a person.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember, we were like, let's try to get him to impregnate my dog, Chloe. But also it was awkward, and he was like, nah.
I don't think he ever had like that like let's get it on vibe.
He was asexual.
I think it was the trauma.
Yeah, pobrecito. Fuck.
When I found him, my friend's dad was like, leave. And he wouldn't leave, so he'd hit him. And he would just keep hitting him. And then one day my friend was like, here, I'll hold this. My friend was like, hey, you want a dog? Like, my dad keeps beating his ass. He doesn't leave. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, yeah, I'll fucking pick him up. And I went. I got him. I had to carry him all the way home.
Why he wouldn't walk?
Because he didn't
He was
want
too
to.
scared.
So from like all the way from like what is it, Hostler?
Uh-huh.
All the way to Hostler to my house.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to carry his ass all the way.
2 miles.
And
More. That's more than 2 miles.
He was
No,
small,
so people could know. Like, you know,
Yeah, it's like a little. Like
hustler to your house.
oh yeah, and I'm over here like, I was down at fucking down at Dre Sean's house.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's like a 4-mile walk.
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer, dude.
Yeah, definitely from Hustler.
It's like 2, 3 almost.
No,
Yeah.
that's more, dude.
I think it's a little more.
Nah, I walk my dogs all the time.
No.
All the way to like El
I'm a
Super.
whack
What did
at.
you say?
I'm a whack at
What did you say?
CCMS.
It seems far because we were kids. But then
No.
when now as an adult you do it, it's like a mile too, and you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
I think it's 3 miles.
I want to say.
You guys hustler boys?
We could just look it up right now. We have phones. We have technology. Hold on.
Yeah, we're Hustler Boys.
I'll be right back.
Okay, just
What are
asking.
you, Caesar
Yeah, Caesar
Chavez?
Yeah. Hmm.
So you're you're there for the war.
Yeah, I was there.
Remember when they had that whole we're gonna fight each other and stuff? The
Huh.
Caesar Chavez and Hostler.
Yeah, there's always stupid stuff like that.
And then the real hard kids were the one middle school kids.
yeah,
Everybody was like, "Don't watch out for those kids, man." I was like,
watch
"Shut
out.
the fuck up. Let me
They're
go
in the
walk
ghetto."
home." Man.
Just 'cause they live right there in Compton.
Yeah,
Yes.
Whatever.
Scary.
we're literally what
The ghetto.
two blocks away from Compton in
Yeah, I
Hostler. So
About the ghetto.
so Gilbert
I'm talking about the ghetto.
Young Jr. over here walked out for a phone call. So now we're just shooting off questions. Hey Gilbert,
Hey Nelson.
so how's your Halloween costume going? And how's the party planning?
Oh man, I've been stressed all week. This party's stressing me out. I'm like, what if I don't have enough
he's
this?
back, but I'm already over
What
here.
if I don't
so-
got all the decorations? Nah, but it's going good. It's all just in my head.
Are you excited at least?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Cause like I've never planned something like, and I have, and it was like some bullshit as little shit, and
Yeah.
I didn't really care about it. So you know what? Never mind what I was gonna say.
Not what were you gonna say?
No, cause I was like, I like I've never planned something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of did, and like when the date came, I was like, yeah, it's finally here.
Yeah. I
But
I kind of wanted to pass already because I'm fucking stressed out.
Yeah,
every
because you're
day.
doing a lot.
Yeah.
You're definitely doing more. Like for me, what I did, I was like, I'll just grab some beers until people want to come.
That's another thing too. Is it's kind of BYOB because I'm broke right now. So. Yeah, I'm making I'm making jungle juice, so that's gonna fuck people up. But
Whoa.
not gonna be able to have a lot of beer for beer games. So
I
that's
feel
why
like
it's BYOB.
People will bring beer. Just tell people to bring beer.
Yeah, they will, but I'm like, oh, I bought cups for beer pong. What if no one uses them? Like I'm thinking stuff like that.
Yeah, parties are weird. Like not weird. Parties are not that extravagant when you think about it. It's like people just want to go chill,
They
have a
wanna
place
kick
to
it.
drink. Yeah.
But like the whole BYOB thing, like if you buy at least one case of beers, which is 24 beers, that's gonna feed a cool 5 people. You know what I mean? And then since you put BYOB, I mean that clearly states if we run out of beer and you guys don't bring anything, you guys are on your own.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's how I always put that. Like I buy 48 beers, and I'm like, after that, you guys get your own, cause I'm broke
that's what
too.
I want to do at least is buy a good big old case at least.
Yeah, definitely. Like a 24
Yeah.
pack is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
I can give you like a tent. Wait, when do I get paid?
Nah.
Never mind.
Fuck with everybody and just put a bunch of buzz balls. So like drink
dude,
that
it's
shit.
$2 buzz balls, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish.
Play Bob the Apple, but with buzz balls.
Yeah. You drink, motherfucker. I don't want.
No, but like,
Dude, you got hit 3 in a row.
This is the cum flavor.
like
Don't
also,
ask me.
also with Kim's, when I was planning Kim's birthday party, and I invited a bunch of people, and I was like, oh, it starts at 8, be there at 8, and I think like 5 people were there at 8 o'clock, and I was like, oh, Kim's gonna get mad at me. This sucks.
No, the
But
thing.
no, then everyone showed up like an hour later, and it was like more people than I invited. So, and I was like,
See, but the
wow.
other thing that matters is like as long as like the main people show up for whatever you're doing. Like for my first kickback at Juniors, like it was literally just like
Our little group.
our group, and like it was fun. That and then no, go
You
ahead.
good? You good? No,
No, go
hold
ahead.
on, letting you finish. Go on. Go
No,
on.
'cause when I look at you, I lose it
Oh,
because you're like getting ready to talk. So I'm
well,
like,
that's why I'm waiting for you to finish.
oh my
There's a
God.
lot of sexual tension in here.
I'm
ladies and
not
gentlemen.
blocking you out. That's what I keep saying. Go ahead.
You could feel it simmering.
But no, yeah, 'cause-
Carlos's brown skin erupting
it's sizzling.
while looking at Junior.
Oh my god, it's
Don't
getting
touch
warm to the touch.
it's getting hot. No, yeah, like the same thing happened with Quincy's party. I was like, starts at 8. And then it was only like 5 or 6 of us. And then Quincy was just like, no one's coming because no one likes me. And legit, like an hour later, the fucking house was so packed. And I was just like, all right, I didn't invite this
It was
many
packed.
people either.
For when? This,
The one that just passed, the Halloween
man, that
party. I
shit
had?
was lit as fuck.
That shit was mad lit,
You
dude.
guys should have seen me with my wig on.
Dude.
At a certain point, you were just in a tank top.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then he started doing his Tommy Wiseau impression. I think that was the best thing ever.
I took it to Tom. I was 3 people that night.
Yeah, you were
He
the
did
wrestler.
so much.
Tommy Boy.
The wrestler Marco Antonio Solis.
From Taxi Driver.
Oh yeah, the dude from Taxi Driver, Tommy Wiseau, a stripper who just had enough. Like,
That's true.
I was just everything.
It was a good party.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good party.
Yeah.
I love it.
I hope you make it, Nelson. I wanna see some more of that wig action.
I will try. I will try.
The concert ends at 10.
Yeah.
Most venues have a end time of like 10
I
o'clock.
mean, not just
Yeah.
that. I mean, kickbacks usually run
Oh, yeah,
pretty
that
late,
too.
So, I mean, do you have a cutoff time?
Nah.
There you go.
Well,
I'll try.
I'm gonna keep it going till
So, party,
everyone leaves.
Makes sense.
I'll be up. Also, it's gonna be a porta potty
What? Damn.
for the guys.
I'm going
girls,
inside.
girls can use the restroom. You tuck your wiener in.
Did you rent it?
My brother's renting it.
Oh, it sounds like you're
So
throwing
it's
a
gonna be
party.
party. I feel like
Yeah, like a party
I feel
party.
It's gonna be like a lot of Mark's friends.
Yeah, it sounds
That's
like.
why I'm stressed.
I think it's gonna be more of Mark's friend.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't.
Cause there's kickback and then there's that level up when it goes to a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, you got a DJ and a porta potty.
Yeah, I
bro?
think this is a party. This is no longer a kickback.
It ain't no party without a porta potty. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have someone grilling some food.
Oh damn.
Fuck,
Yeah, that's not anything. I'm not gonna have any food. Too broke for food. Bring your own food.
Yeah, chips is fine, dude.
I'm gonna have some nachos.
There you go. That's all you need.
That's it.
I'll bring my little bitches.
Are you Popeye?
I gotta poop. But yeah, I know it's gonna be fine when the day comes, but right now I'm just like, all day at work I'm just stressed.
It's
Is
cool
it-
though.
Your brother's gonna be there, right?
Yeah. Oh, Ruben?
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep asking him. He keeps going. I got work that day.
Yeah,
So-
Oh, he has the next week off.
He's off.
Ruben's off next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Me too.
I told him to take a day
We
off.
got
but he doesn't
vacation
want
the
to.
same week. Huh?
Well, I think he can't take a day off because since he went to Oregon, right?
How about we just mind our business on that?
He goes to Oregon.
No, well that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, he took vacation.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
he's saving it. Yeah, he's.
Ah.
I'd
Yep,
save it for my
yeah.
fucking birthday.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the only thing legit you need to worry about that day is just make sure everybody's having a good time. I think that's what I do at my kickbacks.
Yeah.
If you see me, I'm always roaming. You never see me stand still, and I'm always going up to people, and I'm like, "You guys good? You guys good? All right, all right." And I go to the next party. Yeah. Yeah, Quincy was really fucked up. She was grinding on everybody.
I think I'm
I think the scariest thing was when she would kiss me, and then she would be like, "Hold on, are you Junior?" And I'm like, "Who the hell have you been kissing tonight?" Like multiple
Good one,
times, not
Quincy.
once, not
Good one.
twice. And then the same thing when she was like, when she was backing it up on me, she would turn around and be like, "Hold on, are you Junior?" And I'm like, "Who have you been dancing with?" I mean, I was sweating all night. I was like,
You're watching it for the rest of the night.
yeah. I was like,
Oh, only you can see my face. We'll add it on screen.
yeah, we'll add it. We'll add a little screen time.
A gif of Jordan, not Jordan Peterson. Yeah, Jordan
Oh, yeah,
Peele,
the
where he's
sweating.
sweating. when he's-
Yeah. That's basically that was basically me that night when she told me that. Like the first time she said it, I was like, "Oh, funny," and then she said it the second time, and I was like, "Hold on, something don't feel right."
I gotta take a shit.
Go ahead, baby.
I'll say this: I don't remember that night at all. Well, not at all, because I remember the beginning, and then there's just a big blur,
Gap.
and then my mom's home,
oh yeah.
and that's all I remember.
I
and
think-
then
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
that's it. I don't remember.
God. Oh. Are you good to go?
No,
All right.
yeah.
I think
Cut me off.
I think my favorite memory was I go into the ice chest and I was like, all right, cool, one more beer, and I grab it. It's a Tapatio bottle. And then everybody kept going into that chest and grabbing it, and then they finally come up to me. They're like, dude, why the fuck is there a Tapatio bottle in there? And I was like, to tell you the truth, I don't even know where there's one in there, dude.
Why did no one put it on the table?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Common sense.
Yeah, they're like, God damn it, put it back.
that was me. That's what I did too, because I was like, oh fuck, and then I had to go to the other ice chest.
Common sense, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
No, that's some shit I do. I'd be like, God damn it, put it back.
Yeah.
And then I go back. What the?
Who put this back here? No,
This
the funny.
Day old milk. They just put
Oh,
it back in there.
Jesus Christ! I think the funny thing too was my sister finally pulled up to one of my kickbacks. 'Cause I'm always inviting, my older sister. I'm always like, hey, like pull up. She's like, yeah, dude, I'll totally come. And she never comes. And then so she finally came to this one, and she was like, wow, your shit cracks. And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, that's why I'm always inviting you, but you never want to come. She's like, yeah, I always thought these shits were lame. That's why. I was like, that's fucked up, dude.
She older than you?
Yeah,
That's
by 1
why.
year. 1 year.
That 1 year fucking matters. Older, they think they're cooler. That's just
True.
what it is.
You're right.
Carlos, are you cooler than your brother?
I think his brother's cooler than her.
I do
think-
too,
I
but-
think he's cooler right now because he's the one showing me like
All the cool music.
and shit.
Yeah.
So he's definitely like that.
Yes, Carlos says that, but then when his cameras are off, I'm
Hey,
fucking cooler than that.
I'm way
motherfucker.
cooler.
Me.
That's
Who's
like how
cooler?
Livan with
Me?
you,
Levon is a cool ass kid.
and then he went downhill when he was like, what's that? Shoreline Mafia?
Oh no, I forgot what
Fuck
it
outta
was.
here.
Nah, that kid's cooler than me. I'm not even gonna lie. But that's because he's like, he's growing into himself. He's a fucking pretty
It's
good
'cause-
skater.
Yeah, it's because it's
You-
like the younger
you-
generation.
yeah, you
We're
find
just
out-
like old people now, kind of.
We already know
Kinda.
who we are.
No,
they're
we're
still discovering.
we're like the 20-somethings. So it's like, like shut the fuck up, get a job already. That's what people think about us. Like fuck,
I mean,
alright.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah, we throw some pretty cool parties. You guys should totally come party with us.
I think the most packed that your house has ever been was the second kickback.
That I threw. Yeah, dude, that shit was.
Everybody showed up. Motherfuckers I haven't seen in years.
Yeah, I know. Like it was great. Even for mine, the funny thing is, okay, so for my birthday, my drunk ass, cause Quincy wanted she wanted to do a mixed drink. She wanted like Malibu with pineapple. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll go to the store, and I'm drunk as fuck. So I go by myself to no, I went with my friend Eddie. We went to the store and we're coming back, and then we see like a group of people. It's like 5 people, and then they're like they're all looking into my house, and I'm like, oh, they're here for the party. Cause I go up and I'm like, you guys looking for address house, and then they're like, yeah,
Yes, we are looking for address house.
yeah, they're like, yes, we're looking for address house. And I was just like, oh yeah, I was like, it's right here, I'm the birthday boy. And then they're like, oh yeah, we know this person. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, yeah, it's not, I was like, not that many people are here, so you guys should definitely have. And then we get to the back and it's all packed. I'm like, oh fuck, like there's no room, but you guys could totally go in. And I think my favorite thing of that night, like for my birthday kickback, was the fucking chest wouldn't even close from how much beer we had. And then so I remember going, like, I was too fucked up, so I don't remember like the rest of the night. And I remember going back and I'm like, fuck, like did they pour out all the fucking extra beer? And I just remember everybody telling me like, no dude, we finished it. I was like, that lid would not close, there's no way we finished all that beer. And they're like,
Drank all that
yep,
shit.
all that shit was gone.
Whew, Mexicans.
We were on a,
Yeah,
We
honestly.
drink a lot of beer, man.
we're alcoholics.
I drink like a fucking madman.
A
Yeah,
part of
me
me is kind of
too.
like, man, I gotta stop drinking beers because that shit. Like the other day, someone walked up to me and they're like, hey, like one of my uncles, and he's
Mhm.
like, hey, taps me on my stomach. He goes,
Got a little Buddha
getting a
baby.
little, going out a little bit too much. I was like, damn, like they know.
Yeah, oh yeah,
They know,
see
it's
the
like,
stomach
they
and
know
they're
the
like,
beer belly. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when you picked me up to go get frozen yogurt,
Uh-huh.
you looked a little extra chunky.
I look
You
chunkier.
look thicker.
I'm being a thick boy right now. I'm a little
Thick boy.
chonchito. I haven't worked out. So I gotta start. Today I went for a run because I'm like, all right, I gotta stop with the beer and the food.
That's that girlfriend weight though.
Yeah, true.
Nelson, bro, don't get mad, but I flooded your toilet.
Huh?
You're gonna have to go put in work.
You got.
Yeah. Nah, I'm kidding.
I was like, good one.
It got so serious.
I was like, oh, then we gotta go see.
What I gotta deal with.
It's a fucking little demon.
Kill me.
You
Where's
cum-
Gilbert?
You cum monster.
He's a mole kid. That's
Oh yeah.
that's Gilbert's mole kid.
I was so excited. I was like, "You clogged the toilet?"
Hey, man, I've done that before at a friend's house. It's the worst.
I think,
Like the scene in Dumb and Dumber.
no, I think that was Gilbert's phobia for the longest. So he would come over to my house, and then the instant he had to take a shit, he would leave because he was too afraid of. He I remember him telling me, he was like, hey, yeah, we're gonna take off. And I'm like, why? And then like he would tell me, he was just like, oh, I gotta go do something. Until one day he was just like, he really had to go. And then he's just like, all right, Junior, the reason we leave all the time is because I always gotta take a shit. Can I please use your restroom because I'm not gonna make it? I was like, yeah, dude. And then that's when he told me that his phobia is that he's gonna clog his friend, like a friend's toilet one day. I was like, bro, I'd be proud to clog somebody's toilet. I'd be like, that's a real genius moment right
I could
there.
never do that.
Me neither.
I can.
I wanna jump out the window or something.
I just have that fear of like, oh shit, dude. I think I don't even want to talk about poop. Fuck that.
Yeah, see, I was about to say
yes,
that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
about to
yeah,
say, I
we're
was
about
like,
to
see,
get
there
into
we
it.
go.
Every time we
Like-
talk about poop, Carl's like, let's get off this subject.
Yeah, because that's all. We'll
you
talk
wanna
about
talk
it
about
forever.
Why don't you want to talk about poop? What you got against poop?
Whatever, man. Let's talk about something else.
It's normal.
Let's get on our segues.
We're
Anyway, do you guys hear about
Joker? No, Breaking Bad.
I
Your
haven't
mom?
watched any of that.
Your dad?
I was gonna say about
You haven't watched it, have you?
yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Breaking Bad or El
Yeah,
Camino?
I'll watch it.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
You haven't seen it? At
I
all?
haven't. No, I've seen the show. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, okay.
The El Camino.
I can't watch it yet because Quincy's barely watching it.
Ooh.
She's catching up pretty fast though. She's already season 2. She's about to be on season 3. So she's
I-
pretty fast.
I feel like season 2's the boring season, but after that it's like
It is. It is kind of boring. I was playing.
no, yeah, just power through it. In season 3, it's like
I was doing this the whole time.
I was.
It's not boring if you're into character building.
no, yeah. Say, I know what you mean. I love those. Like, give me that.
I asked her who she thought was gonna die in the show.
I named everybody.
Actually, she was just like everyone's gonna die because of this reason. This person's dying because of this reason.
Whoa, dude! Spoiler alert.
And I was just like, Jesus.
I think it's more surprising how little people die in this show.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say anything.
actually,
Shut up.
what? That's like not even
We'll
like
have
Walter
Oh my
we'll have a Breaking Bad episode.
jumps off a bridge, and he's like Jesse.
No, we could talk about Breaking Bad, dude. It's been.
It's been 10 years.
no.
Oh,
It's been.
oh, wait! I just totally
Quincy's
forgot.
like, I'm
Quincy
fucking
hasn't
outta
watched
here.
it.
Quincy's getting upset. I'm gonna beat him.
No, I just totally forgot. But I'm over here thinking about like the fans, and I'm like, wait,
been
they seen it.
10 years.
But all right, yeah, we can't talk about it because Quincy's right here.
Jesse.
Well, we could talk about have you guys seen the not Joe Pesci, fucking Sammy the Bull Gravano's interview that just came out yesterday?
No.
That's crazy, man. It's a crazy world, the mafia world.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Sammy the Bull Gravano. He's like he's the guy who snitched out Teflon Don. Fucking not Al Capone, the Teflon Don, the mobster from the 90s.
I only watch
Jim Jones.
I only watch mobster
No.
movies. I don't know
Jim
any.
Jones is a mobster, isn't he?
No, he was a Teflon Don.
Like I really don't know anything about
John
the mob.
Gotti.
Oh.
John Gotti. He basically had like 19 murders and he got away with it because he snitched
Jesus.
on all the whole
I love
fucking
Mafia.
Hmm?
The whole mafia, basically.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he got like a couple years and then he got out and he started writing books and shit about it.
That's some shit. I'm
But
surprised
like
he
he
didn't
just
die.
yeah, he just came out the interview. They were just talking about that shit. But interesting, recent what's it called? The current event. If you're into that.
I'll definitely take a look because like I love mobster movies, but I never have really actually known anything about like the mobster world or like the mafia and all that. But like I love like Godfather, Casino, and Goodfellas, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Like they really make you think.
Definitely.
Question the society as a whole.
Like motherfuckers can run shit and you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
I think Jim Jones is or what was he? He was like
Probably like the black mafia or whatever.
no, motherfucker. He's like a white dude. Look him up, Jim Jones.
Oh, why can't it be part of the black
Yeah,
mafia?
I don't know if this is like I don't know if this is like something that was like I don't know if it was a bit, but like supposedly he'd be like everybody's gay except for me, and then he'd fuck dudes and he'd be like, see, that's how straight I am. But it's like that's pretty gay. I don't know if
No,
that's true or
Jim Jones is a religious leader that got a whole bunch of
Oh,
people and
that's,
killed himself with all
That's
of them.
that's
the little island.
Yeah,
The cult-
yeah,
the
yeah,
cult
yeah.
Cult
leader.
leader,
Yeah.
Jim
He,
Jones.
yeah, he was fucking everybody.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he was definitely fucking everybody.
Kool-Aid guy?
Yeah,
Oh, that's it.
yeah.
Dang.
That dude, wild.
See,
Dude, let's start a cult.
Then again, you
This
gotta be
the
a
cult of
fucking
the
idiot to
podcast
believe
boys.
that.
Is that the cult where they were like, a comet's gonna come by and pick us up?
That's a
and,
different cult, isn't it?
That's
no,
damn.
that's the one with the cool
The
ass
Nikes.
Nikes.
Cool Nikes, yeah.
I looked those Nikes up. They're
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, me too.
They're-
They're like
Those shits are
the
dope.
It's like, damn, those suicide kicks are hot.
I don't know.
The
But,
suicide.
no, they're called something else. They're like some purple variation, but like
Yeah.
Nike's associated with Colt.
Nah, they discontinued those shoes because That's what they were known for after that. They're like,
And the man looked crazy. He looked like a madman. You see his eyes, how they open. The videos are still up. The website's still up. If you go right now online.
oh yeah, you
And
could
check it
message
out.
them and they'll message you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
that's
about
fucking
something
weird.
else now. They're not about.
They're about.
No.
It's not about killing themselves.
Just
But
look up
Nike
like,
Colt.
yeah,
The hired
type
man.
in Nike.
Heaven's Gate. Colt.
Heaven's Gate
Yeah,
Code.
It
Yes.
just came up right now. Damn, those are some nice ass Nikes.
Damn.
These?
Yeah.
How kill for
Yeah,
those.
dude.
That's the pain.
So Carlos walks into my house looking like Michael Myers
Like
today,
Michael Myers.
Yeah, he came into the
and I
room
give
like
him a
that,
swift
too.
kick to the jaw,
This dude-
and now he's here sitting down next to me.
like,
How you feel, Carlos?
Hi.
yeah, like he did the same thing. He walked into the door and was peeling his banana, and I was just like, "What are you doing?"
Staying there like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I think that coat paid for those Nikes. That's why they're all wearing them. It's trying to coat, get some Nikes.
You know who has who has a pair? Frank Ocean has a pair.
Yeah, he does.
I
It's
think.
part of the culture.
Hello.
In the Nikes video, the mic probably the headphones probably.
Yeah,
died.
headphones died.
In the Nikes video, he's wearing them with like he's like on a table with the cloak over himself, like how they found the bodies.
Yeah.
He's like, well, fucking Frank Ocean.
That's so scary though, to think someone could really have control over you and kill you with your own self.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't kill nobody. They killed themselves.
Yeah, just like Marilyn Manson.
Have some Kool-Aid.
Sucked his own dick. He didn't suck anybody else.
When you go up to Marilyn Manson, you fucking murderer. Hey, I didn't kill nobody, alright? Look at me, look it up. And he licks his face. I'm an artist.
I think Charles Manson was the creepiest guy.
Charles Manson, yeah.
They all got.
Oh, they said
those.
Marilyn Manson.
Oh, did I say?
They did say
I
Marilyn
might-
Manson. That's why
I did
Carlos
say
was like,
Marilyn
I
Manson.
suck Mountain.
I meant Charles
sucked his own
Manson.
dick.
Sorry, Marilyn Manson. I got it too confused if you're listening. But yeah.
That's what I
Charles
was like.
Manson. Charles Manson's the one that, hey, brother, I can see outside these cell walls.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm not in here. I'm somewhere else. It's all in my mind. And everyone's just like, God damn, this went
I'm not in
crazy.
here with you. You're in here with me.
And it's a picture of a fucking demon. But for $5 million, you go in the room with him.
All them psychos got them same black eyes. Their eyes
Who
look dark.
Is your, not favorite, but who do you think is the most interesting serial killer?
I don't know. Charles Manson's he's like top of the list. I think he's always gonna be there. No, him and that fucking clown guy,
John Wayne
John
Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, fuck that. Ugh.
I think what he like has like a bunch of like weird shit, like paintings and shit, and like he used to go to like kids fucking he like actually got hired.
Yeah.
We're checking the time.
Yeah.
We're at 47 minutes, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
have ad reads.
What's your favorite ad read that you've done so far,
I
bro?
wish I had ad reads.
This is,
The story of a girl
and I want you to
Bitch,
know.
man, one
started
week
crying
since
to
you looked at
flood the
me.
whole world.
I don't know. I went to funk after that.
You want to funk?
I said I went to funk after that when I went ba-da-dum-bum. That's not the song how it goes at all.
I'll give you funk.
But I was gonna say, yeah, welcome. Buy the knives that John Wayne.
No.
Stop that right now.
Buy the Nikes that No, that's not Jim Jones either.
No.
Buy the Nikes associated with the Heaven Gate suicide. You feel like offing yourself, buddy?
What about the John Wayne
Yeah.
Gacy knives?
Yikes.
Yikes.
You know, John Wayne Gacy nights at Knott's.
Or buy Freddy Krueger's gloves with the children that he killed. Oh, that's fiction. So don't even look at me that way, huh?
Carlos,
Huh?
there's
Shove
a
it up your
ad
butt.
read that I want him to do that he didn't.
No, not for this one. And that's something that I would love to edit in. Like add like monster
Randomly?
trucks, like wheels, like the engines revving.
Sunday.
What do
Yeah.
you guys
Jesus Christ. I
yeah.
want to hear the Jesus
if you
Christ.
guys
stuff.
were directors, what horror movie, and you're doing a horror movie, what's the theme you'd go with? What's your theme?
Horror movie?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean,
Like,
theme?
there's ghosts, there's legends, there's, you know what I mean? What's your favorite, like,
Just goblins and gooks and
what? Edit that out.
I have to.
Goblins and ghouls.
You
did not say
You didn't say
ghouls.
ghouls, buddy.
What do you mean?
Let me stand up. You didn't say ghouls, buddy.
Whatever, man. I said ghouls.
This guy.
You trying to checkmate me?
He,
Oh, there we go again.
oh man,
Oh my
calm
God.
down.
I'm not saying anything. What did I didn't say anything.
When you hear it back.
Goblins and ghouls. Spooks.
Sir.
Whoa! Oh!
All right,
oh.
we end the podcast here.
Nah,
Push the
nah.
button. No, we're done.
So what would you be,
Go.
Gilbert?
I'll do a slasher. Slashers are.
Slashers. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I like those Freddy Krueger, Jason movies. I was watching that. I liked it. Yeah,
So you,
slasher.
you, Junior?
B style movie slasher. I
Ah.
want a B style.
What does that mean?
Like low budget,
Oh,
like not AAA.
like Psycho.
like Hatchet?
Like
Hatchet's
you guys
cool.
ever seen like like Evil Dead or
Oh yeah.
Dead Alive, Reanimator. I like that type of stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
I would go more with like Ghost. I like that shit. I like the suspense. So like I like shit like The Conjuring and shit like that. Like that's my shit. Like one of my favorite scenes I think is I want to say it's The Conjuring, where like the little boy wakes up and he's walking down the hall because his dog is barking and he's like he's like what are you barking at? And then he looks at the door and then the dog transforms into the Wicked Man or whatever the guy's name is. I don't know what it is. And then like the ghost demon shit, whatever, is panning towards the boy, and I'm like, oh fuck, and that shit scares the fuck out of me. Cause then he runs to his parents, and then like he's like, Mom, there's a ghost in the house, and they're like, stop being stupid, and then they hear the voice, and then you can see the shadow, but then when like the shit finally shows up, it's the little girl, and I was like, like that shit scared me.
There's a ghost in my room of an orgy. Somebody died during that orgy. I was.
Carlos
I wasn't.
Wait a minute.
I woke
Something don't seem right.
I wasn't alive yet, but this apparently happened in my room. Someone was having an orgy and they just got killed.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, and
Whoa,
we're ending the
whoa.
podcast
I
here.
Whoa.
woke up
Okay.
from my catatonic state. Like, I died in an orgy. Huh? Who's fucking?
Can I bring my bitches?
Oh my god.
What kind of movie would you make? You didn't even answer
I
your
said
question.
slashers. As
Oh,
well.
I'm not paying attention.
All right,
Sorry,
Mr.
it's 'cause
Goops and
I have a
Goblins.
quest.
And,
That's why. I
Oh,
need
a
to
quest.
complete it.
and the little. Hey, Carlos, I'm here.
No,
like
I do like psychological horror.
something like
Like-
Cape Fear.
I love like Junji Ito. It's like I think it's Japanese horror. I think that's what he is. He does some great like the monster's not the plot of the comic, because there's like one where a monster is washed up and like it's dead already, and then people inside they can see like through like telepathy. It's like, oh, that's that person that went missing.
Oh shit.
So like the whole comic is like
Revolved around different people.
no, it's like so it like yeah, like a couple of people are like, oh, that's them. Like I had a dream, and that I was like in the dark, and then like a light took me and like, and that they were the person inside, and then the comic ends with the people breaking out of the monster, and they're like zombies basically.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it doesn't even get into that story. It just ends. That's
Some-
great.
I'm not
like
I'm not gonna lie. That kind of
I was
reminded
thinking-
me of Grandma's Boy. I was soaring through the sky, and then I slithered my way. That's
I was
what he
thinking
sounded
you're
like.
something like Silence of the Lambs, like a psychological horror.
That's more like
Like, we have to find the killer because I find the killer.
that is psychological, but that's more like
Or like
mind
Seven.
games. It's like Saw.
Have you guys seen the movie?
Yeah.
I think it's called Tusk.
Tusk. I want to watch it,
Oh
but I
my
don't.
god.
With
Okay.
Justin Long, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a whole. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know what. I wouldn't know how to categorize it really, because I'm really
It's
bad.
a stoner horror movie.
Is it?
Is
Okay.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Kevin Smith.
Well,
Oh.
well, all you need to know is that shit is the most creepy fucking movie I have ever seen.
Ooh.
It's really
I
creepy.
want to watch it.
Like I was watching it and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, it started off like a normal ass horror movie, like, dude, like, well, I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but you know what I mean. It's like something happens to a person, they get knocked out or whatever, but then you keep watching it and you're just like, this is fucked up. Like, this is really fucked up, and the ending is even worse, and you're just like, what the fuck did I just?
I know he
watch?
turns him into a whale or
A walrus.
a walrus, right? And he's like, whoa.
You can hear them like get high and like write that whole movie out in their podcasts.
I'm not gonna lie. When I watched that movie, I was pretty stoned, so that shit made me creep out even more. Like, I was just like, I was trying to understand it, and I was just like, this shit is creeping me out a lot. Especially that scene where he fully makes him into a walrus. I was like, oh, like that shit made me like shiver, dude.
I always like having those horror concept and ideas. They're fun. Horror is fun. Horror is one of the funnest genres in my opinion, because you could do a lot. It's just people don't like to do a lot because no one takes horror serious.
Yeah.
But it's a fun. Like right now, like fuck Carlos just, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but but I was like, okay.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, so the monsters, bam, zombies.
The monsters are they're not the point of the story.
Oh, it's because he slithered onto it.
Like,
And he became it.
I don't know how to explain it, motherfuckers.
I like it though. I like it.
I love it. I love it.
It's going somewhere. It's like it goes somewhere weird. Like
Yeah.
I think about The Cube, the movie The Cube. What a premise!
The Cube.
Like you're in a cube with 5 people, and you guys are just randoms. And in this cube, every room's a death room, and you don't know why you're in that room, and you're trying to escape. And the whole movie, they're just trying to escape and use their whatever they skill in life they know, their job, they're trying to use it. And they in the end, it's like 1 or 2 people that are alive, and all they had to do was stay in the same room to escape. But because they were so like, let's get out of here, they died basically. And
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
But I remember,
I watched it.
I remember
I watched
my
it with
favorite
you.
scene was this guy who was like a thief, and they're like, he's like, you guys don't know, but if you follow me, you'll last a long time. And he's like, give me your shoes. And like he gets the shoes to like throw it in the room.
And like the
So yeah, the laser, you could like, the laser would hit it and it would show where the booby trap's at in the room. So he does that, but he doesn't realize that there's no laser for this room. So he jumps in, and as soon as he jumps in, like fucking acid shoots at his face. And he like hops back into the room, and he just like, ah.
he wasn't a thief. He was like the greatest like puzzle solver.
Yeah,
That's
some
weird.
shit like that. He's like, follow me. He's like, oh cool and shit.
Like the first like 10 minutes.
Every time there's a horror movie and there's a guy's like, I know what's going on. It's like, all right, that guy's gonna die like in like 5 minutes.
Me and Nelson turned it off. That guy died. We were like, what now?
In order to stop him, you must.
It's just hilarious, dude.
No.
The last thing I remember, he's like, put something in your mouth. It stops your body from deteriorating.
Yeah, dude, it's just hilarious. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember the first Resident Evil. I was fucking psyched to see that shit.
Oh my god.
And then that one character, he was like a bald guy.
Yeah,
He was
the
real
like the
cool.
tough guy.
Yeah, he comes in, and then
my
the
God.
gates closed, and
The
then
lasers.
the lasers come, and he's dodging everything. I was like, dude, this guy's a hero. And my
the
brother's
tri-
my
and then
brother's
the
watching it
diamonds.
with me, and then the squares
The
come in,
diamond,
like
yeah.
the gates, and it comes in. He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then he just melts into like pieces. My brother just was like, nope,
Yeah.
there goes your hero.
I think the cool part is how, and later on in the movies, how she has to go back, and then it's that scene with the diamonds. She's just like, she breaks through the ceiling. I was like, damn, imagine if that guy could have done that.
Yeah.
He could have lived. He would
Those
have.
movies went downhill, right?
Oh yeah,
Super
definitely,
downhill.
definitely.
I want to say they did go super downhill, but I love it when those movies are so bad they're good, and I think those Resident Evil movies they're very entertaining to watch, but the whole time you're just like, look at this dumb shit. Like they copied the Wesker fight from the video game.
Oh,
That fight is so
man.
badass in the game, but in the movie it's so whack. It's like fucking this. He doesn't even look like Wesker. He looks like a bootleg ass Matrix guy doing flips.
You need to take the red pill to survive the Resident Evil.
Fucking Wesker.
So Carlos, how's
How's
your
what?
job?
I fucking hate it.
Oh my god, that's a real horror story.
We're talking. Yeah, that is a real horror story.
Tell me something
I
that
have to
you.
fucking wake up at 4 a.m. every day, and right now
I'm sweating from hearing that.
I'm battling a small tooth infection, so I can't eat.
Ugh.
My boss is like, I know you want a day off, but like, I run a business, Carlos. Like, I understand that, motherfucker, but last week I asked for a day off to go to the dentist, and you made me work, and I missed my appointment. He's like, you should have just gone anyways. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like,
Fade him.
Yeah.
no, here's what I'm gonna do. You should probably cut this out.
No.
You should probably cut this out. Cause so I'm gonna quit. No, it doesn't matter, but like I want it out because. What are you doing?
Who's gonna know?
It doesn't matter. I just want it out.
Don't say it.
Is that Deadpool? So I'm gonna quit, but I'm gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna get my check, and then the week I don't get paid, I'm gonna take my vacation, and then the next check I'm gonna just pick it up and be like, oh, I quit. But I gotta wait for something to come up so I can.
Fuck that job.
Yeah.
Make
that
your
Yeah.
appointment. Yeah, make your appointment.
Cause like my yeah.
Oh yeah. This will happen to you.
Start working jobs so much, you start realizing like, man, fuck. When they start telling you, hey, can you come in? Hey, look, I can't. Or don't even pick up the phone. Cause your day off, you're not obligated to do shit.
Yeah, you gotta learn to say no after a while.
Like, hey,
You gotta prioritize your own health, brother.
Motherfucker.
That's why
And
my
he's-
boss-
And then like.
I thought you were getting mad at me. I was like,
No,
what?
like so like I woke up at like 4 a.m. That's the time that I get up and I call him. I'm like, yo, dude, like I got a pain in my tooth. And he's like, this is the last thing I want to hear, Carlos. And I'm like, I was like, dude, like I didn't go to my dentist appointment last week because.
I'm mad at your
Because
boss.
you-
Yeah, that shit got me.
And he's like, look,
got me mad too.
he's like, look, man, I don't have any problems with any of the drivers. Only have problems with you. And I told him like, look, I'll go into work. Like I'll take like a fucking ibuprofen or something. And I was like, but I want a day off for like, so I go to the dentist. He's like, I'll see what I could do. I was like, I could probably do Friday or next week. And I was like, well, let me know. But I'm not going to take a day off because I could deal through the pain and waking up and dealing with the pain of waking up on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Uh,
Fuck that.
I'm heated.
That would have got me mad too.
He's a straight puta. He's a little bitch.
Talking about like boss stories. So let me tell you how a supervisor tried to get me fired real quick one time for the one time.
Ooh, how this happened?
All right. So basically, I work for a company. I'm not going to say the name of the company or whatever. But, you know, I picked up everything pretty fast to the point where they were like, hey, man, you're doing pretty good. Why don't you come to first shift? I was like, yeah, definitely, dude. Go to first shift, whoop-de-whoop. I started having car problems. So it was a Sunday, my car broke down on me. And so, you know, I texted him that as soon as it happened, I texted him, sent him pictures. I was like, hey, man, I can't make it in. So, you know, I told him, I was like, is it cool if I use like a sick day, you know, to cover it? And then he goes ahead and tells me, yeah. Like, he's like, yeah, go ahead. So I'm like, all right.
Sucker.
So yeah, so in my head, I'm thinking, I'm good, right? So I missed the day, go get the car fixed. The next day, I go into work. And then, like, I'm like, hey, like, I'm looking at the manpower to see where I'm at. I'm like, hey, I'm not on the manpower. And then he's like, he's like, we'll talk to the manager about it, see what's going on. I was like, all right, cool. So then I go into the manager's office, and then they close the door right behind it. I was like, all right. I was like, they did this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So then I sit down, it's him and the manager's like, what happened yesterday, man? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, no call, no show. And I was like, whoa. I was like, what do you mean no call, no show? I was like, I texted him, telling him my card didn't work. And he's just like, well, why didn't you make it in any other way? He's like, you could have Ubered, you could have, you know, asked for a ride. I was like, okay. So why didn't he tell me to do that? I was like, why would he give me the okay to be like, hey, yeah, like, can you think you can still come in? I'd be like, all right, let me figure out a way to get to work. But if I ask you if I could take the day off and you tell me yes, that's you telling me I could get the day off. So he's like, I don't know, man. We're going to have to take this up with corporate because, you know, you have a lot of no-call, no-shows. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, from what I remember, I only have one no-call, no-show. And I was like, and that's because you guys said I couldn't text the lead for that. And I was like, so that kind of makes no sense. And they're like, yeah, man, we're just going to have to take it up with corporate. And I was like, this is bullshit.
Damn,
I was so
fucking
angry,
hate shit
dude.
like that, bro.
But he hated the reason why he wanted me fired was because The only people in morning shift were like OGs, like people that have been there longer. So that's all they wanted. They didn't want no new people. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's not my fault. I learned, everything pretty fast and people can't pick it up. So he didn't like that. Like, he didn't like that I made it a first shift so fast.
A lot of times they just like to bully the young guys because they know a lot of young guys don't know what to do. They're workhorses. But then at a certain time, there's a certain point where it's like, dude, I had multiple jobs, or like I already know how this shit. It's not my first rodeo, so I'm gonna be like, hey, nah, I need this, and they're like, oh, like I can't do what I could do with the younger guy. Yeah. But they do that shit a lot. That's all they do.
Same thing when I was working at the airport. Like I went from being a regular ramp agent to a lead within a year, and it usually takes you longer because you need to know the knowledge of the planes. And like right as soon as I became a lead, the supervisor's manager started fucking with me. So usually when you do a plane, you need like a group of 5 people to do it. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, oh, we're gonna take 2 people from you. We're taking all your equipment, and your plane gets here in 30 minutes. So you need to refine your equipment that took you 2 hours to get. And I was just like, so I would haul ass, get all my equipment, and then I would have all my equipment, start doing my plane. Oh, you're not doing your plane fast enough. And I was like, okay, well, how you expect me to do my plane with 3 people when it takes a group of 5 to 7 people to do a plane? And I'm doing it with 3. I was like, how much faster do you need me to be? And then I remember I was out one day, and they couldn't do it. Like, they were just like, how do you do it with 3 people? And I'm like, shit, thank you. Like, you guys don't understand how hard it is. I was like, and I'm still new to this, so this shit's stressing me out. I was like, you guys are pressuring me to do all this in a specific amount of time. And then even when I do it on time, like, because I had questioned them, I was like, how long does it usually take you to do it with this amount of guys? They're like, oh, 45 minutes. And I'm like, I do it in 30. And then you guys still say that's not fast enough. And they were like, oh, well, you're supposed to be faster. I'm like, you guys have been here longer and can't even do it faster than me. And that shit pissed me off too. That's how I left that job. I was like, I'm not gonna deal with all this stress.
Yeah, sometimes man, you gotta get out of these 9 to 5s because this shit sucks. Sometimes people are just
you gotta find the right 9 to 5 where people aren't
right 9 to 5, or just start doing something that you like, because this shit it really is like,
it's not worth the stress sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, it really isn't. Like on my job right now, I'm not gonna say where, but
obviously.
But yeah, man, it's like we have jam-packed animals. It's like hoarding situation. This chick, their director, got 3 different bungalows for cats. Only cats, because they want the numbers down on putting animals down and shit. Which is cool. I understand you don't want to put animals down, but at some point, it's like, come on. It's like there's too many. They're all sick. They're all dying. They have Panluke, which is like parvo for cats. And it's spreading. Like, we had one whole big ass room for the new cats that came in that were healthy, right? So all the healthy cats are coming in. Somehow, that shit got infected. Now every room is infected. Even the 3 bungalows that she brought in that was supposed to be for healthy cats. And we're just like, fuck, it's stressful, man. But you gotta do the work. But it's like the same shit where in my head I'm thinking, sometimes this stuff's just gotta try to find something new.
Get
do
out
something
of there.
New. Yeah.
Trust your gut.
Well, let's wrap this bitch up.
Minutes in, guys.
Wrap it.
It's about that time. Thanks for coming. We're back. Yeah, we're back. This is like our 3-week. Yeah, if you got this far,
we're recording.
Hey, it's me, Carlos. Yeah. I took a break.
We all did.
We recorded one last week. It was too bad to post, but maybe we'll post it one day.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. We got a little into the topic of.
Nah, don't say it.
If we post it one day.
I was telling Kim at home earlier today. I don't even want to release it. I just want to delete it.
Why?
It's too awkward.
It's not awkward.
It's too serious. Awkward, yeah. I want to keep it.
We'll see. It'll probably be up.
But yeah,
that's a pretty good serious episode for you guys. That for those people who are like,
you want to think
these guys joke too much.
But yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
we back.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, and then
we'll be posting on Twitter, Facebook again. I know we haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, I meant to log on and like announce our hiatus and announce that we recorded the episode, but
we're like, back though, guys.
I mean, we're on a hiatus on everything, but we'll get back on social. So Nelson will be taking care of Instagram.
We're back.
Again.
Yeah.
Gilbert's on Facebook. Me and Carlos on Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about the episode on Facebook, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, but we're back. We're back. So Just stay tuned. We have a lot of stuff planned.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. So don't worry.
We're just one mic away from being totally into it, and 2 mic stands away.
Yeah, Carlos.
Next Tuesday I could probably get it.
Alright, cool.
I don't know.
Well,
Look
we're
at
not
this.
rushing. We're just saying like, in order to complete, that's all we need, and then we need the mic stands as well.
I mean,
You wanna fucking go, bro?
personally,
No.
think we could go another 10 minutes if you guys want. Nah,
Not 10
you good
minutes?
there?
You guys wanna grab something to eat?
Yeah.
We're gonna go grab something
I'm
to eat,
kinda
ladies and
hungry.
gentlemen.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Because
If you guys wanna come along, you guys can. You know.
we're
Oh,
gonna be
There's no room in the
at-
car.